Hello and welcome to a new limited podcast series by Leader's Edge called Falling Into It. This is a podcast where young professionals share their stories and thoughts on the insurance industry as they continue to grow their careers. My name is Zach Ewell, and I am a content and marketing associate here at the Council of Insurance Agents and Brokers, and a contributing writer to Leader's Edge magazine. In this episode, we meet Eleanor Ko, a 29-year-old account manager at Woodruff Sawyer, a graduate from Seattle University with a degree in business administration and management. Ko shares what she wished she had learned in college about the insurance industry, her passion for learning new skills, and what it's like juggling her professional and personal lives while working from home. Eleanor, thank you for joining me.
Nice to be here. Thanks, Zach.
So we'll just get right off the bat to my first question. What attracted you to working in the insurance brokerage industry?
I don't think most people are really that attracted to working in the insurance brokerage industry. Like coming out of college, no one really thinks about insurance. So sort of like the name of this podcast alludes, you sort of fall into it. So I was hired through a temp agency. And so I was not a direct to hire, it was sort of a 3-month probation period. And then I just love the opportunity and I love the people. So I decided to stick with it.
Tell us about your role, and have you learned any new skills while working in insurance?
Mm-hmm. So my role right now is a PNC account manager at Woodruff Sawyer here in Portland. So it involves everything from renewal strategy to marketing to day-to-day things like invoicing questions or certificates. So it can vary day to day just depending on what type of clients I have, what season it is, basically everything. Some new skills definitely are better time management and learning how to prioritize things differently and trying to pivot between tasks more efficiently.
What is something that would make your job as account manager easier?
So I was listening to Alana's episode from a couple weeks back, and I'm going to take her answer. I agree with her that technology is something that would make our job a lot easier. We have so many systems and management systems going on, like stuff for day-to-day logging, stuff for client deliverables, or etc. And if they could all just talk to each other, that would be great.
Interesting. And so does that have to do with like a bunch of different departments using a bunch of different types of technology?
I know for us, our employee benefits did have a separate program, but they've now integrated to the same program that we in the PNC are using, so that's good. But we have some other things like just processes that use different things. Like some things are just in Excel where you just data entry, you're plugging in numbers, and then you plug it into the system for analytics, and it's just redundant.
How has the pandemic changed your client relationships?
So it's interesting because I was promoted during the pandemic. So before being an account manager, I was an account representative, and I wasn't going out to meetings or involved in as much client meetings as I am now. So I'm not sure what it would be like comparing from before, but right now I think it's interesting that you just have to be really cognizant of technology and how that plays a role with the client. For example, scheduling meetings for 45 minutes instead of the full hour, or if you know they're having a busy day, then scheduling like the meeting to begin 5 minutes after the hour, so that if they're in back-to-back meetings, they're not as pressured to run here and there. So it's just an interesting thing to think about.
How has the pandemic, I guess, changed in the way you've worked? Because I'm assuming that there's certain traits that you still have from your old position that you brought to your new position.
I think utilizing my resources has been different. Like I can't just walk over to someone's cubicle and be like, hey, help. So I have to just being mindful of the technology that we do have and how that can help me. But a lot of it is basically the same in how I work, except maybe if you count less of a work-life balance now.
Do you primarily work from home? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's been more than a year now since working from home. I haven't been in the office once, and that's going strong.
And do you find that you're more productive, or are there certain trade-offs versus productivity when you're home versus when you're in the office, I guess I should say, not at work, because you are at work at home?
For trade-offs, I think I'm still productive now, but I think in the office, when you have those small organic conversations with your coworkers, they sort of re-energize you in a way. And I'm not getting that now. So when I do get unmotivated at work here by myself in my living room, it just seems to last for longer where I'm in that lull of like being unfocused or unmotivated.
What do you see as the next big step in your career?
I am not thinking in big steps these days. We're taking day by day here. So I'm trying to just do things in small steps right now, and I just want to continue growing in this new role as account manager and just learning more about the technical sides of insurance, as well as practice those secondary skills such as relationship, negotiation, presentation, all of those.
As I understand it, you studied business administration and management in college. Why did you choose to pursue a degree in that field?
Because it's a very general degree that seemed useful at the time. I knew I wanted to go into business because that's what people do when you don't know what to do, but you want to go to college. So, so when I was looking at sort of the itinerary of what this degree, what fell under it, there was marketing, there was finance, international business. So I was like, oh, I'm interested in all those things. Let's just do that. So it was cool to learn little facets of each sort of topic, or what do you call it? Each study curriculum, and then just get a feel if there's anything that interested me more. And I think just management in general with the leadership piece and also just how to manage tasks in general, like operations, was really interesting to me.
Did you get a specific glance when you were in this when you were pursuing this degree at the insurance industry? Did they talk about it at all, like the opportunities of it, or was it more just super broad?
There was no mention of insurance anywhere during my 4 years of college. It was more like the usual, like marketing or other corporate jobs like banking or other things like that.
So how can we get more students that were in your position to teach them about the opportunities of the insurance brokerage industry?
I think just knowing about insurance would be a big thing. Like I don't know anyone who worked in insurance except maybe like State Farm personal line salespeople, which isn't like which is a pretty narrow scope of insurance as a whole. So I think if we somehow got more visibility to them, that would be a good start. Just be like, hey, this is like cyber, emerging risks, everything that comes under this umbrella of insurance. You have so many options if you did consider a career in here. Like you can go from a specialty to something more broad or management. It just depends what you're interested in. And I know that there is that sort of growing gap right now of the insurance workforce with the older people getting ready to retire.
How do you stay creative in your job?
I think just looking at things as if you're a beginner and didn't know about it is a good way when you approach anything. It sort of lets you ask new questions or look at things from a new perspective and takes away any like assumptions that you might have.
Is there a specific trait that you would associate with being an account manager?
Multitasking is definitely the number one thing that comes to mind. I know that's a sort of controversial word because multitasking isn't the most productive and can actually hinder certain things, but that ability to like pivot between things is definitely vital to your role.
Do you have any out of work accomplishments that you're working towards, whether it be a hobby or activity?
I am working on watching every trashy TV show available across all platforms.
A lot of people are doing that as well. I mean, given the pandemic's still raging on. So does it like help you calm down after a long day?
So mindless, and it allows you to step away from your own situation or feel better about your own situation that you're not like that. So it's just a great way to unwind and get your mind off of things.
I bet. Well, Eleanor, thank you for talking with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Zach.
Thank you for listening to Falling Into It. Please listen to more of our podcasts and content at leadersedge.com or on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Till next time, I'm Zach Ewell. Have a good one.